from the Bloodstock. First things first, this kit is really, really simple. How are you feeling?
Feeling great. I mean, it's been a few hours of talking to people, and it's amazing weather, something I was, not expecting in the UK. Every time we play here, it's grim, dark, rainy all the time, which helps a lot the mood for what we do. But it just feels great to be in such a festival like this, such a historical festival that I never fucking thought we were gonna do in our lives when we started out. So it just feels great.
When you got the call or the email, whoever you got the announcement for yourselves to come and play, was there an immediate yes, we're doing this?
You mean confirmation for festivals?
Yeah, you're going to be here. They want you to play.
I mean, it's always like our agent calling me and saying, "All right, we got this offer from Bloodstock. You want to do it?" I mean, and most of the times, if I know the festival and if I know it's a festival like this, or Summer Breeze, or Hellfest, or Wacken, it's just like I don't even want to care. What's the fee or whatever? How are we going to get there? Say yes, we'll deal with the rest later. Which is a bit naive, but yeah, we're learning from it. But it's just phenomenal.
Do you have much history in regards to even on a personal level with Bloodstock? Is this your first experience of this festival?
Yeah, I mean, never been here. I grew up seeing the Bloodstock posters all around the internet back in Portugal. So yeah, it just feels like all these things just feels like small dreams come true, like fucking playing Bloodstock or whatever, Summer Breeze, stuff like that. It just feels like, yeah, I mean,
the bucket list is getting shorter. You're ticking stuff off.
Oh, there's so many stuff we want to do, so many stuff. But it's just we try to embrace all these moments by themselves, and it's great. It's great to be here.
It almost feels like you're overawed, and I don't mean necessarily overawed by Bloodstock itself, but overawed by what has been an incredible few years for you guys as a group. Have you been able to kind of come down to earth and realize, wow, we've had this amazing success so far?
Man, I don't know if I would call it success. It's just, yeah, people like what we're doing, and we're gathering this strong base of people that follow us. I mean, but we're fucking working hard for it. I mean, it's like that footballers are saying like, yeah, I was not expecting this. I mean, we're not expecting it, but we're hoping for it, and we're hoping for people to enjoy this album and to buy it and to come to shows and to talk to us and to feel inspired by it and just write music inspired by this album. It's what we do with other artists. We just want to keep on going with the same flow. We're not reinventing the wheel here, but we're doing something that is very dear and special to us, and that for me is what sets me apart from a lot of things. It's like I'm doing something that I'm very proud of, and something that helps me grow as a person and as an artist, and that's why we just fucking say yes to stuff like this. I mean, yes, of course, let's fucking do Bloodstock. I don't care how we get there.
Does it feel right now like the culmination of a journey, or just the next stage of what you're doing? You're moving forward constantly still.
We're moving forward. We have to. We're always working. We're always debating the future. The next year is pretty much all lined up for us. We have to behave that way, because I mean, if the pandemic taught us something, is that you can't take things for granted. You can't just go like, okay, now we do this, and then what? Oh, now we do this. We need to plan. We need to think of the future and build a structure for us around whatever we're doing now, having fun at a festival. But we need to have stuff rolling in the back as well. So it's always awful, or people don't like it when a band talks about business. But fuck off, you have to. You have to. You can't just be this. You can't just live the dream and not thinking about how are we going to finance, for example, this. I mean, let's fucking face it, and it's a taboo thing in the music industry where people don't talk about it. But I'm very open about it. I mean, we are building a structure for ourselves so we can keep doing this. We can keep doing this wherever.
You don't want to have to work a second job.
For example, I mean, some of us already do it. We're just focusing on the band because there's so much work, there's so much opportunities, and so many people rely on us, for example, because we want to. We built this for it to be like that. We want to be a source for people that work with us, that can work with us whenever we need. It's important to have that if you want to grow, because this is just something we want to do now, but there's so many things that I want to grow towards to.
Yeah, you're scratching the surface. There's a massive world out there to go visit, the tour, to play to different cultures and people, to experience what you do.
Yeah.
And here's always a great example. Festival's always a great example of that because it brings in such a wide array of people. So you did the Sophie Lancaster stage in a short while. Have you tailored your set to Bloodstock specific, or do you know exactly what you want to do?
We know exactly what we're going to do because we shaped it for this moment.
Yep.
What we're doing now with festival is very different from what we were doing in the club shows.
Yeah.
In the past, it's we're bringing new stuff on stage. The way we perceive the songs, it's different. Some songs will sound different because again, we're playing these songs a lot, and they need to grow as well. We're not a band that will perform these songs exactly as you hear it in the album, because it's not about that. It's about how are we perceiving these songs now, and we want to show it now to the people in this moment. That will create, if we do it well, of course, that will create that specific moment in time where people get that moment carved in their minds and not forget about the show. That's what we try to do as a band.
So is that the kind of hope or dream from this show, that hopefully you want to come away and you want to hopefully get a packed out tent, which I do believe you will have, but that at least one person comes away having felt that moment and shared it with you?
Exactly. I mean, we want people to have a glimpse, because it's impossible for people to get into our minds during the show. It's fucking impossible, but we want people to have at least a glimpse of our reality on stage and what we're feeling with these songs. And if they want to take that and embrace it, put it in their own minds and feelings and relate to it, that's what we're here to do. It's all about the human connection that we're trying to do with people.
That human connection can sometimes be difficult, particularly when you're wearing masks and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Do you concern yourself with that? Do you think it matters? Or do you just think, no, we can still connect through our music?
It never matters. It never matters. I don't believe that you need to have a facial expression to express sadness, to express pain, to express torture, to express joy, to express I want to dance right now. I mean, it's so unique, the things you can do with your body, the way you can move, the whole atmosphere of the show with just simple movements. And this is something that we keep on learning, and I mean, it's not something we rehearse. I mean, I'm a terrible dancer, but I fucking dance on stage. It's how I feel these songs. It's so special to me.
So if you look out, you're up there later, and you're looking out, and you see something that vibes with you inside, it would completely transform who you are at that moment.
Let's fucking go with it. Yeah, I mean, we're always looking at what's happening on the crowd, because we're performing for a crowd. We're not shutting our eyes and just performing for ourselves. It's not a rehearsal room. It's about having that connection with the audience and getting the audience what they're there to what they paid for or what they're there for. I don't like to put it in a business level, but it's like people check your show because they want to see something that they will not forget. It's as simple as that.
Yeah.
It's as simple as that. It could be hardcore, it could be the Beyonce, or it could be Gaerea or Behemoth or whatever. People are going to check it out because they want to see something that will vibrate in their core within it. It's just like, oh, fuck, I will never forget this show.
Yes.
And that's what we are all here to do as bands. We want people to remember us. And of course, this is a very selfish thing to say, but yeah, we as artists, and I'm not fucking ashamed of it, I want people to remember what we're doing, because this might be our legacy or not. I mean, that's why we do it. It's a very selfish thing to say, but it's there's no way around it, and everybody that tells you the opposite is just a fucking lie. It's, I'm just on stage to have fun. Yeah, me too.
Of course.
But I want people to feel it. I want people to not forget this show.
And we want people then after that to buy a t-shirt, buy a CD, so that allows you then to continue doing what you're doing and go bigger and bolder places.
Exactly. If people just feel like buying a shirt, of course, go there. We got shirts in the booth. If you don't, and if you still feel like coming to us and say, fuck yeah, I loved it, that's even more important to me, honestly. I mean, of course it's great to sell merchandise, but in the end, what's the point of selling merchandise if you don't have that connection with the audience?
Still matters the
I
most.
mean, then it's just like fucking Zara.
They're the ones that come into your shows. They're always the ones outside of the festival, your actual shows, your club shows, however it might be. They're the ones that are coming back. They're coming back because they connect with you.
Exactly. Your colleague was just remembering a show we did in the beginning of last year in Star and Garter in Manchester. Fucking warm show,
I know the place.
packed, rough place, but I mean, I still remember that show. That was fucking wild.
Oh really? Wow. I hope tonight surpasses it then. I really, really do. Good luck.
Thank
Amazing.
you.
Thank you so much for taking the time.
Thank you guys.